Aditi. So today we are on the section where Aditi and Kashyapa come together for the sake of progeny. And especially in our Indian tradition, the couple coming together is banned to be seen by anybody or heard by anybody. It is a most secret act. Don't compare to the present days. Everything, they bolt the door and then on the camera. That's all bad. Because one cannot see the mithunam of a couple and all that restrictions are there. That is the ethics given by our rishis in earlier days. Therefore, more so, this particular section where two embryos were caused, one was to become a Martanda and the other was to get divided into 7. Therefore, there is some kind of magical, mystical, ethical, etc. reaction that is going to take place in the womb of the mother. And moreover, suddenly she got an idea that they should come together. So we have got a beautiful preparation before that. Udaranam, Udiranam, Astaranam, Upastaranam. You see, these are all the important terms which will be very powerful. That is trying to have a kind of background. And on the other hand, there is the Ishtadevata Stuti beginning from that. So the election of the Ishtaka actually means brick, but Ishtaka, there you have got to elect a Ishtadevata. On the other hand, it's called Aruna Ketuka Agni, can be built in an altar and with Ishtakas, and every Ishtaka is named and respected. That's what we see, the practical aspect of that. So here, Brahmana Udaranamasi, Brahmana Udiranamasi, Brahmana Astaranamasi, Brahmana Upastaranamasi. That is, we have seen all these things already. And soon after this, we are just getting to know about the Ashtayonim, Ashtaputram, Ashtapatnim. So the real position of the earth is a place where the devotees are there reciting the mantras. And there is a Mula Prakriti upon the earth, and Mahat is the ego, and there are 5 Tanmatras, the sense organs. So here she has Mitra, Varuna, and other people as her well-known 8 sons, the 8 lords occupying the 8 quarters. So there is a meaning in this kind of significance. So we'll just read from Upaprait Purvyam Yugam. That's what probably. Paramartandamas Yatu.
Okay. Upaprait Puryam Yugam. Upaprait Puryam Yugam.
Yeah, I'm just checking up that. Yes, no, I saw the version. Anyway, please read. Upapam atimum ya martandamasyatu saptabhihi upaprait purvyam yugam rajayai mrutyave tatu. 1 minute, okay. I'm just trying to find out where from this statement. Anyway, okay. Paramartandamasya upaprait saptabhihi, correct. Upaprait saptabhihi. Upaprait
Ya upaprayit saptabhihi paramartandamasyatu paramartandamasyatu
Saptabhih putrairadithi.
saptabhih putrairaditihi saptabhih putrairaditihi
Upaprayit purvyam yugam.
upaprayit puryam yugam upaprayit puryam yugam
Prajayai mrutyave tatu.
Prajayai mrutyave tatu Prajayai mrutyave tatu
Tan paramartandama bharaditi.
Paramartandama bharaditi Paramartandama bharaditi
Tananukramishyaamaha.
Tananukramishyamaha Tananukramishyamaha
Mitrascha varunascha.
Mitrascha varunascha Mitrascha varunascha
Dhatacharyyamascha.
Dhata cha aryama cha Dhata cha aryama cha
Agumsascha bhagascha.
Agumsascha bhagascha Agumsascha bhagascha
Indrascha vivasvagumschetyete.
Indrascha vivasvagumschetyete Indrascha vivasvagumschetyete
Hiranyagarbho hagumsasyuchishatu.
Hiranyagarbho hagum sashuchishatu Hiranyagarbho hagum sashuchishatu
Brahma jagnanam.
Brahma jnanam
Tadatpadamiti.
tadatpadamiti
Garbha prajapatyaha.
Garbha prajapatyah
Atha purusha sapta purushaha.
Ata Purushah Sapta Purushah Ata Purushah Sapta Purushah
Yathasthanam garbhinyaha.
Yathasthanam Garbhinyah Yathasthanam Garbhinyah
Yeah, this is a typical passage where you see even even the rishis have got to get into the coupling, and whenever they couple like that, it is only for a particular purpose. It is not just for pleasure, because the Maithuna is an important creation work which is significant. Therefore, they say Prajai Maithunam, that is trying to come together only with the intention of the getting children. So here, when you say that Upaprait Purvyam Yugam, Yugam is the coupling. Upaprait Purvyam, this Upaprait Purvyam Yugam means that both of them, she mixed with her husband Kashyapa Rishi sometime before. It was for the purpose of the progeny or Prajayai, not only for Prajayai and also Mrutyave Tatu. See, merely creation is not important. Even the annihilation of the creation also is important. So the gods have got both jobs, to create and to destroy. Therefore, we come to know that the gods are also killers. Gods not only they help for the sustenance and promotion of life of people upon the earth, but they are also to give the exit for them. Otherwise, the cycle of creation cannot be maintained. Therefore, we notice here that Upaprait Purvyam Yugam. This particular line is repeated some 2-3 times. Upaprait Purvyam Yugam and Upaprait Purvyam Yugam. So Dananu Kramishyamaha. So Saptabihi Putraihi Aditihi. And before that, we have got Ashtaputraso Aditehe E Jataha Tanva Pari. The 8 sons that are born to Varan, to Aditi, out of her body. She with her sons went to the region of the gods, and there, while going to the region of the gods, that Aditi, she left one boy upon the ground. So, Upaprait Saptabihi Paramartandam Asyatu. Asyatu means she left off one son upon the earth for the convenience of the Murtyu Devata. So, Aditihi Tanvaha Anta Putrasaha Parijataha Saptabihi Saha Devan Preti. So, the Martanda name has been gained because he became the sun god only, marked for assistance for the annihilation operation upon the land to the Mrityu Devata. So the Mrityu Devata is supplied with an assistant. Therefore, Ammavaru Upaprait Putrai Aditihi. So she was only having that 7 sons now. So Martanda does mean that Mrutam Andayatiyan Janmana iti sa Martandaha. Mrutam Andayatiyan Janmana iti sa Martandaha. He is called son because he is attributing therefore there are two kinds of embryos formed in her womb, and that's why some kind of mystical secret process took place in her that people need not hear about it, more so the pregnant people. So that is what is that. So the reason why the 7 sons went up to the heaven, only the Martanda was left behind upon the earth, because there should be the martyrs. They have to be martyrs upon the land, getting the liability for death. Therefore, we have this Saptabhi Putraihi Upaprait Purvyam Prajayai Mrityavetatu Paramartandamasyatu. And now, after this kind of arrangement with Kasyapa and Prajapati, now we come to know, to get more details. Where is it? Tananukramishyamaha. See, you observe Paramartandam Abharat iti. Iti tells you it is not the contribution of the Taittiriya Aranyaka section, but this kind of information available in the past literature of the Yajurveda. Thereby, wherever Brajayai Mrityavetatu is definiteness, and Paramartandamaharatu is information. And what is all that? Let us try to describe all about those 8 sons and about their names. So Anukramishyamaha, Tan Anukramishyamaha. Anukramishyamaha means we are trying to mention all that what happened and who are those 7 sons and who are that. So now we are getting the names of all these 7 sons, and so they are like this. Chapandi Mitrascha Varunascha.
Yes, Mitrascha Varunascha. Mitrascha Varunascha.
Dhata Charyamacha.
Dhata Charyamacha. Dhata Charyamacha.
Agumsascha Bhagascha.
Agamshuscha Bhagascha. Agamshuscha Bhagascha.
Indrascha Vivaswagumschetyete.
Indrascha Vivaswaguschetyete. Indrascha Vivaswagumschetyete.
Hiranyagarbhoham Suchishatu.
Hiranyagarbho Hagam Sashuchishate. Hiranyagarbho Hagam Sashuchishate.
Brahmajajnanam.
Brahmajajnanam. Brahmajajnanam.
Tadit padamiti.
Adit padamiti. tadit padamiti.
Garbhaha prajapatyah.
Garbhaha prajapatyah. Garbhaha prajapatyah.
Atha purusha sapta purushaha.
Ata purusha sapta purushaha. Atas purusha sapta purushaha.
So here ends the secret. Or
Mhm.
pregnant woman can. Why should pregnant woman listen to that? And why at all it is banned? All these things is there. Probably not many people is reasoned. Simply all people who study Aruna Prashna will say Apakramada Garbhinya, and they will announce loudly, and all kinds of mischief is done with this. When Aruna Prashna Parayana is going on, loudly they are in the loudspeaker, they speak like this. No, but you see, we have to respect Veda. We have to respect the gods. We have to also take note of some secrecy and something of the regarding gods. Therefore, now Anukramishiyamaha means we are going to mention the names of those things which are already mentioned earlier in the earlier literature. Because before Aranyaka, there is Samhita, there is Brahmana, there is Sutra, and there is Aranyaka, then Upanishad. Well, there is a lot of stages. And all through stages, the information sustained. And so, whatever has been sustained, that information is taken as a part of quotation. So here in this Aruna Prashna, we find more and more itis. So we can actually make a count of iti number so that we can note that how much knowledge previously available has been borrowed into this Aruna Prashna structure of that. Because you're all structural engineers are there. How the Aranyaka has been structured, how the Bhagavatam is structured, and what could be the syllabus contained in that. So this kind of scientific outlook also is important. It is not dogging or simply uttering whatever is available, but when we have got that scientific spirit and significance, we do understand. For example, there can be reason, but now a plausible reason could be that why women are kept away during the recitation of this particular or employment of this passage could be some reasons. One is a Devata Rahasya. So Deva Rahasyam, Rushi Rahasyam, Nadi Rahasyam, na pruchet antar. Samanyanga, you should not be anxious to find out the secrets and birth or origin of these fellows. Deva Moolam, Rushi Moolam, Nadi Moolam, na pruchet. You should not get into the Moolam. And again, somebody will ask me, what happens when I were to put like that? Tava siraha sahasradha chedayati anta. Your head will break into 1,000 pieces. Your head will break into 1,000 pieces means you will not understand. Only head effort will be there. Because these are all secret. This is Deva Rahasyam. So Deva Rahasya involved in these Anvakas. One is Aditi and Kashyapa copulating. Two, Aditi giving birth to 2 embryos. One to kill the people on land, and the other to benefit the people on the land. And because they are making punyam, whoever is making punyam, they are eligible to go to heaven. Swarga kamo yajeta. Yarar yagna yagadi kartagulu martaro, avrigella swarga sukha guaranteed. Those people who war, they get Viraswargam. And those people who die, having had lot of anushtanam, puja, aradhana, japam, homam, yoga, all these things are the timetable for people living upon the earth. Not simply enjoying the bhoga. Sarira is given not for bhoga. We think that we have got body, we can enjoy. Bhartari gives a caution. Bhoge roga bhayam. Kule chuti balam. Kule chuti bhayam. Vitte nripalat bhayam. So bhakti shulini nirbhayam ant heltare. If you have got bhakti in shulin, that is Shiva, that is only nirbhayam. And vairagyam eva abhayam. See, nirbhayam when you attach to the Shiva worship. Secondly, when you have got Vairagyam at all instances, but for Shiva Puja, then you are really benefited. Like that, here, Dhananukramishya. And who are those 7 people? One, Mitra, Varuna, Dhata, Charyama, Lacha plus Aryama. Cha is also Aryama, Cha plus Aryama, Charyama. Don't take Charyama is the name of the, no, it's Cha, Aryama. And Amsuhu, Agumsaha, and Amsuhu, Bhagaha, Indraha, Vivaswan. So these are all the 7 names of the Surya Bhagavan. Therefore, Vivaswan. So Krishna mentions that Vivaswan was his Sishya. So Vivaswan, I have taught this Gnana Yoga to Vivaswan in Bhagavad Gita, he says. Now Mitra, we know, the causer of the day, Varuna, the causer of night, Dhata, the creator, Aryama is the protector, promoter, and eye care doctor, and Amshu is the Soma Valli and Soma Rasa and all, because only through Soma libations one will be able to get higher lokas. And so Soma, of all the sacrifices, Soma Yaga is said to be very, very religious, spiritual, and highly beneficial and all-compassing yajna. So Soma Yaga involves, let's say, in South Kosa, we have got much. Amsu refers to Soma Valli or Soma powder. They just bring Soma Valli, and in Taittiriya Samhita, which we are doing on every Thursday, we are now in the formulas connected to Soma Yaga. In 4 chapters, there are formulas given in Sukla Veda for Soma Yaga, and only 1 chapter of formulas are there. But of course, Tatangam or the procedure may be different. So for the Rajasuya and Vajapeya, these are the 2 extension sacrifices, continuation of Soma sacrifice. And then we go to Adhyayana and all that. Adhyayana is here, we are talking about Aruna Prashna. So here, Agum Sascha and Bhagaha, Indraha, Vivaswan. So these are all the 7 or 8 sons born in the world. There is individual, the names of the 8 sons already famous. And among them, there is again classification done in the next passage, which you are going to read. Hiranyagarbha Prajapatyaha. Hiranyagarbho Prajapatyaha. Anyway, Hiranyagarbho Hagum Sasuchishato Brahma Jajnanam Tat It Padam Iti. Tadit Padam, I splitting it. Tat It Padam Iti. So Hiranyagarbha, the Hiranyagarbha Samavartata Agre, Bhutasya Jataha Patireka Asit, etc. You see that Hagum Sasuchishatu means that there he is there Hamsa. Suchishat means very, 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 very much pure. Nobody can defile Surya Bhagavan or Agni. He is beyond any kind of defilement or pollution. You cannot pollute Agni, you cannot. That's why Agni is ever pure. Nanyataha Suddhimarahati. Agni need not require any kind of further sanctification or sanitization. By birth, by nature, he is pure. Likewise, Surya Bhagavan. Even Surya also cannot. That's why they are called Hagum Hamsaha Suchishato. So he is said to be the Hamsa. Hamsa is perfectly white, no black speck in a swan. Now the swans are extinct, but their name, their nature, their everything is very well recorded. And why that Hamsa is important? Because it has such a nature that it can take only the milk, leave the water away from the milk water. So from that highest mixture where there is positive and negative, the Hamsa has got the ability to suck only the positive. Only the milk portion is able to, nobody sees, but it is only information we get. In the same manner, we have got another kind of bird like Chataka birds. And those birds, will live only on the rainwater. They don't eat all that available. So that's why it's a wonder that people are having divided nature with respect of their food. Even among people, if all were to rush to same restaurant, like Vidyarthi Bhavan in Bangalore, Basangudi, everybody has to wait in long queue. So you have to book advance. Sometimes they don't even book. Vidyarthi Bhavan Bangalore, just an example. And with a lot of queue, you have to go and register and wait for your turn. And so on. Like that, that would be a kind of, that's why Hamsaha, Suchishatu. And Hiranyagarbha is Prajapati. Hiranyagarbha is Mahavishnu. So Hiranyagarbha samavartatagre bhatas bhutasya jataha patireka asitu jataha bhutasya ekaha patihi Narayana. And even Prajapati is the creation of Narayana. So who is the earliest Prajapati? That is Surya Bhagavan. That is Surya Narayana. We talk about him. And any child born on the land basically belongs to Prajapati. So Prajapatyaha Garbhaha Anavaga. Garbhaha andre child. Prajapatyaha andre belonging to the God. So Garbha Prajapatyaha. So the Garbha is not our own. Imagine we do not know about us before we are entering into the mother's womb or moving around in the air, according to Aitareya Maharshi. All beings ready to be born are moving in the air, searching for the parents. And Paramatma will decide these two should be our parents. Go. He has to give the green signal. Then we are born. And even so, Parameswara has to choose the land where you should land, the country where you should land, the caste you have to take up, the etc. Everything is decided. When all the decisions have been over, then you are pushed into the world. Because there is a lot of process before and after our Janma. That's what our Upanishad tell you. Svetasudra Upanishad tells you, but we carry lot of load of so many things. Load of punya, load of papa, and their ratios. So that's why, but whatever punya and papa we have got, all that is from Prajapati only. He is the one monitor, organizer, promoter. And Hiranyagarbha Hagum Sachasu, and Brahma Gnanam Brahmajam. See, the Brahma Gnana, what you call Gnanam or knowledge, spiritual knowledge, or whatever be the knowledge, the entire knowledge is again coming from Brahma. So in Bhagavatam, we get the clue that the moment people are created, before the people are sent into the world, yagnas are being designed and established that prajaha sruštva, yagnaha sruštva, tataha prajaha. First of all, yagnas are given in the world and prajas are given. Therefore, we go to Veda Pathshala to the Guru. And the Guru starts with the Sandhya Vandanam, Devatarchanam, Punyaha Vachanam, Agnikaryam, Advaiswadevam. Oh, this is the syllabus which we want to have. Then once you go to the Pathshala. Therefore, Gnanam Brahmajam. Understand? All knowledge is from the Vishnu. Therefore, in Vishnu Sahasranama, you get that Yogo Gnanam Tatha Sankhyam Vidyaha Silpadicha Etat Sarvam Janardanatu Eko Vishnur Mahatbhutam Pruthak Bhutanyanekasha Trin Lokan Vyapya Bhutatma Bhungte Vishwabhuku Avyayaha. Even if we are not there in the house, Vishnu will be eating. Therefore, Vishnu, 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 antam. Vishnu, Vishnu, ane bhuloka Suvarloka, I mean, Antariksha Loka, Bhuvarloka, Suvarloka. Ee mooru lokagalali complete and encompassing capacity and enjoying the contents available is only Vishnu. Why? Because Vishnu Arnukam Viryani Pravocham Yah Parthivani Mimame Rajagumsi. So Garbha Prajapatya I am explaining. And Brahma Jnanam I am explaining. So we have got how the Jnanam is only Brahmaja, not any Ja. Ja is coming out from them. So Brahma Jnanam, and that kind of Brahma Jnanam is our highest goal. Padam is goal. Tat go, tat padam, tat purushaya vidmahe. So tat paraman, tat paramaha. So is tat no shabda, padam hogide. So pada means the placement. So what is the highest placement when you get on to the vehicle of Brahma Jnanam? Only that knowledge, spiritual knowledge, you will enable you to go to that. And that kind of eligibility is there, common to all people. So, Brahma Jnanam Garbha Prajapatyaha. Then next person, next man, our Atha Purushaha, Sapta Purushaha. This is again a beautiful expression. So, Purushaha Sapta. So, the Purusha is again in 7 forms. Sapta Purushaha and Sapta Atha. Atha means, so Atha and Tat, these are the 2 particles in Sanskrit where indefiniteness is being prescribed to us. So Atha Prajapatyaha. And Purushaha, Sapta Purushaha. So with this kind of information, now we are getting on to Upasthana Mantraha. See, now having known all about the origin, the genesis of Surya Bhagavan, the mother, the father, the brothers or followers. See, they are all brothers only. Mitra, Varuna, they're all brothers because they're all co-born people. Therefore, with them, the whole show goes. And now let us recite. What is that? Yo sau tapan nudeti.
Yo sau tapan nudeti. Yo sau tapan nudeti.
Saha sarvesham bhutanam prananadayo deti.
Sa sarvesham bhutanam prananado yodeti. Sa sarvesham bhutanam prananado yodeti.
Na prananadayeti dadi. Adaya udeti.
Prananadayodeti. Prananadayodeti.
Mame prajaya ma pasunam.
Mame prajaya ma pashunam. Mame prajaya ma pashunam.
Mama prananadayo dagaha.
Mama prananadayo dagaha. Mama prananadayo dagaha.
Asauyo astamiti.
Asauyo astameti. Asauyo astameti.
Sarvesham bhutanam prananadaya astameti.
Sa sarvesham bhutanam prananadaya astameti. Sa sarvesham bhutanam prananadaya astameti.
Mame prajayama prasunam mama prananadaya stanga.
Ma me prajaya ma pashunam ma mama prana nadaya astangaha. Ma me prajaya ma pashunam ma mama prana nadaya astangaha.
Asau ya apuryati.
Asauya apuryati. Asauya apurvati.
Sasarvesham bhutanam pranairapuryati.
Sa sarvesham bhutanaam pranairapuryati. Sa sarvesham bhutanaam pranairapuryati.
So we have got three important verbs to note. Udeti, astameti, apuryati. Note those three verbs. That is, budeti, he rises out. Astameti, he sets it down. And apuryati, meaning gets filled with rays in order to rise upon the horizon. So these are all the three things that he would do, Surya Bhagavan. Now, the highest responsibility is there upon Surya Bhagavan, as you understand from this passage. Because in Vishnu Sahasranamam, you come across the name Prana. Vaikuntha Purusha Pranaha. So Vishnu, his name is Prana. What is Prana? It is trying to lead people, make living and make some hay and make some kind of life activity. For all that kind of life activity for people born, who is the impeller? Surya Bhagavan. Therefore, Asau Suryaha Udeti. This Surya Bhagavan rises every day. So, Yaha Udeti, Saha Tapan Udeti. So, Tapati Andre is just shining forth brilliantly, giving light and luster to all people and giving all kind of food, shelter, air. So in Surya Upanishad, you come across the function of Surya Bhagavan, all that. So all Vedas are from Surya and everybody is Bhagavan Surya. So Surya Sarva Samahitaha. So everything is Surya. Surya Eva. Our Suktam also, you get the same information that Surya is all in all. Aditya is original source. Surya is one of the emanated forces from. Therefore, Surya is an important word you should know here. So, Asauyaha Astameti, Udeti. Here you have got to, that sun will rise up, giving light for all people. Sarvesham Bhutanam. Not only he gives light, tapa means light. So, Saha Udeti Tapan. See, Tapati, Esha, in Narahara Upanishad, you got two passages, Brahma Rupavagi. So, Esha Etan Mandalam Tapati Satraha, Ruchastad Ruchaga Tad Ruchartagam. Like that, the section goes like that. And Yeshava, so we get to know Surya is all in all, and he is the complete repository or source for all sorts of heat. Tapa means heat, cool, wind, everything comes under the word tapas. Therefore, he gives brilliance to all people. And because of that tapas, heat, energy are so, prana bhutanam. So all prana, all energies, all activity of all beings is from the Surya Bhagavan. And so whatever has been lost, we lost all our prana when we die. And where goes the prana is always a question mark. Supposing a man dies, immediately the Purohit comes and catches the hovering prana in the air onto a stone. Before stone installation is being done of the prana of the jiva who died, there is a lamp lit, oil lamp lit and kept at the head portion, not at the feet or another portion. So lamp light ಮಾಡಿ ತಲೆ ಹತ್ರ ಆ ದೀಪವನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, which means that the moment the prana gets out, there are other pranas inside the body. Apana, vyana, udana, samana. ಈ ನಾಲ್ಕು ಪ್ರಾಣಗಳು, they take their own time to retire from the body because prana is always quick. It has not much time to lose, get out from the body. It is absolutely, Paramatma is absolutely detached. When the time is over, Paramatma is detached. But Paramatma's followers are there, Apana, Vyana, Udana. So, ee nalku pranagalu, they take their own full time. Ultimately, by the end of 24th hour, the entire body loses all airs inside. Therefore, people advise to cremate the body before 1 day, not to keep in the ice or otherwise, because it is always lucky and fortune and good, auspicious to burn the body before 24 hours. Srinivas Avare, I don't know. This is what I am hearing and reading. So,
Yes, sir. You have followed, yes.
hmm?
You have seen,
So,
sir.
you cannot keep the body more than 24 hours. That's why Krishna, Sankaracharya says in Bhajagovinda Stotram, Gatavati Vayau Pranapaye, Bharya Vibhe Tasmin Dehe, Bhajagovindam Mudhamate. Bharya, who lived hundreds of so many years and years with him, the moment the prana in the body, Bharya or Bharta, the moment the prana gets away, she or he must see that within 24 hours, the body is cremated. We don't know about us. But anyway, that is the rule, because still the pranas, the other pranas are also alive. With that live pranas, they will be, and further action takes place, by the way. So pranaha is Vishnu. And the moment the time is over, Paramatma Vishnu finds that the body is no use for me. The body is no tool for me. In the sense that no more ritualistic, religious, meritorious gain will be there from that body. Done. That's why they say, you make hay when sun is burning, when sun is there in the horizon. See, when sun is there in the horizon, then only you have to do it. When sun is absent, then things are different. Therefore, here, prana, mama prasi, sarve. Here we have got a beautiful bhutanam pranaha, not accepted anybody, sarvesham, whether it's a dog or tiger or a tree or anybody. All these are bhutas in the prakriti, not necessarily the human being. So their life of all, even the trees go to sleep in the night, you remember. So you are not advised to put water for trees in the night time. You may have plants in your pot, you cannot give water for the plants because they will be sleeping. And that's the time when banned for the watering or any kind of food taking. That's why even men are also, even humans are also advised not to eat in the dead night. But all those things have gone fat. Therefore, we have got many hospitals, medical shops, and many doctors. And there is a competition, waiting. Oh God, so many things are there now because there is a bahulyata in that. As a result, we are all unhappy. Therefore, prananadayo deti. And now what is our request is, because this is the process that Guru Bhagavan does, Mame prajayama pasunam mamama prananadayo dajaha. See, please don't take away our lives permanently. Sleep is a temporary death. When I go to sleep, all your indriyas, you have hope, they will come back the moment you open your eye. ಅದರಿಂದ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಭಯ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ. ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಂತೋಷ, ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡಿ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡೈ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವೇಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ. The patients say that I'm dying. If such people are there, because I know one doctor in Chicago who is learning Veda and he has to come to my class at 7 o'clock. But just at that 7 o'clock, he calls me, Prabhakargaru, Guruji, I can't come to class today I have to be in the hospital because a patient is there just on the verge of death. Unless he dies, I can't come to the class, go out of the hospital. Because it's almost a final stage, finality. That's the information news to me. Because sometimes the doctors can't leave the patient unless what happens, we don't know. They have to keep watching at the procedure, etc. So a doctor other phone my student ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, I just, it's a matter of that. Also, there are that kind of compulsion. So, and again, prananadaya astamyeti, prananadaya udeti. Surya Bhagavan is one who brings our life back. Surya Bhagavan is there who takes our life and activity back. So, mamama prananadayodagaha. So, you just, that's why our lifestyles and all that completely depends upon the movement of the sun, the diurnal path. So Surya Bhagavan, that's why Surya has got seven companions that we are going to see. There are 7 people who are the friends and who go. In future, you are going to get that kind of listing that there are 7 people. One is not the stars and the night, the day, the children, the cattle, and so on. So we are going to get Mame, Prajaya, and all that. We're going to see that. So here we get to know that Surya is the important person for any kind of Chaitanyam. Mamama pranan adaya udagaha ma and asauyo astameti udeti astameti. Same formula. Whether he rises or whether he sits down, his job is common. When he rises, he has to bring life back. When he sits down, that's why Doddavar Maneli ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, Surya huttida, you just get up before sun rises and you go to sleep after sun setting. ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಅದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮಾತು ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, ಹಕ್ಕಿಗಳು ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ ಗಿಡಗಳಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೋ, all people who go out in the daytime for day work, they should return before the lights are kept inside the house. ದೀಪ ಹಚ್ಚೋ ಮುಂದೆ ಮನೆ ಸೇರ್ಬೇಕು, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಆ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋ ಡಿಸಿಪ್ಲೈನ್. ದೀಪ ಹಚ್ಚೋ ಮುಂಚೆನೆ ಬರಬೇಕು, ದೀಪ ಹಚ್ಚಬೇಕು ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ. ಇವಾಗ ದೀಪ ಹಚ್ಚಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಅನ್ಯಾಯ. So all these accidents happen during night times and all that. Anyway, so asau, therefore, Basunam Mamama Prananadaya, he explains what. So all this kind of statements will tell us that he is taking away the activity, disappearing from the horizon. And Surya Bhagavan is again bringing all that activity or life which he has taken, bring back to the respective souls and then appear on the horizon. So this kind of activity is the nature of Surya Bhagavan. So Suryaji kya kar raha hai? What is he doing in the sky? So it is told that his work is to amass all pranam and also distribute all the pranam. This is a big job. He is a big accountant. ಯಾರು ಪ್ರಾಣ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು ಹಿಂದಕ್ಕೆ, ಯಾರು ಪ್ರಾಣ ಸಸ್ಪೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಯಾರು ಪ್ರಾಣ ಇನ್ಮೇಲೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ಆಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಕೌಂಟೆನ್ಸಿ I think is being done by Surya Bhagavan, and he has got also assistants. Who are the assistants? So the stars, the moon, the stars, the fire, the day, fortnight, the day, the week, and then the months, then years. These are all the assistants of Surya Bhagavan. Kala avayavana mata pratijya. So kala avayavas are there. Nimeshaha, Trutivisaha, Truti, Nimesha, and Ghadiya, Vighadiya. Oh God, it's a bit astronomy, meteorology, astrophysics, and spherical geometry. Oh God, so much is there, all because of Surya Bhagavan. Therefore, if Ravi, Surya is good in our horoscope, you will be a wonderful scientist and mathematician. So Surya is a yoga karaka. Surya is your Yoga is also job. If you want to get a government job, the combination horoscope is different. If you want to become a wonderful surgeon, Ravi and Kuja must join. So Kuja is a good surgeon helping you have the knowledge of the anatomy and so on. So there is a lot of connection between sun, because he's a Grahadipati, and other planets, and the native, whatever be the number of influences that the planets yield, all of them must be within the compass of 12 houses. So Vedi is a compass, and however much ahutis you put for Agni into Vedi, no ahuti gets up, and all ahutis will be burnt inside that four borders. That's why sarva ahutihi huta bhaveyuhu. Again, Aruna Prashna Bharat last that may I offer whatever offerings I have offered, let all those offerings be completely consumed. So how do you know that whether the ahutis are consumed or not? When you find white ashes ultimately in the Vedi. Yavaga budi ಬೆಳ್ಳಗಿರುತ್ತೋ ಆವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ತೃಪ್ತಿ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ದೇವತೆಗಳು ತಮಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವ ಆಹುತಿಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ ಯಜ್ಞದ ಫಲ ನಮಗೆ ಖಂಡಿತ ಸಿಕ್ಕುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಹೊಗೆ, ಅನ್ಬರ್ನ್ಟು, ಹಾಫ್ ಬರ್ನ್ಟು ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯುವರ್ ವೇದಿಕ್ ಟೋಟಲಿ ಡಾರ್ಕ್, white colored, ash colored, you are lucky. And fortunately, up till now, for the past 22 years, when we do Saundarlari Havanam, we see when we go to that beautiful, perfect, smooth ash was there in our Kendra. It's a great blessing that Amavaru is giving to all of us. So like that, here, Mama Prananadaya Astangaha. And ultimately, asauye apuryate. So with all these things, apuryate means Surya Bhagavan never gets empty. His rays are abundantly rich. And therefore, you name them all alpha rays, beta rays, gamma rays, theta rays, all these names you give. But ultimately, you get to one great ray of Surya Bhagavan that's called Amare. That Amare is called where Chandra Bhagavan would get charged. Therefore, that particular night when Chandra is totally absent is Amavasya, where Chandra and Surya are together. And Surya recharges Chandra, with which he would be again shining on the sky horizon for 15 days. And again, whatever brightness he picks up for 15 days starts losing his digits day by day, becomes ultimate. So Surya Bhagavan, Chandra, is knowing waxing and waning status. And that was a kind of curse given to Chandra Bhagavan, because he did not show equal importance to the 27 daughters of Daksha Prajapati. And Daksha Prajapati gives him a curse. So all this is a wonderful connected program, and whatever that Aruna Prashna gives you details, they have been explained later on and earlier, and so that Aruna Prashna appears to be the cream of Surya Bhagavan's life and activity and his influence and his need for people born upon the Prithvi and Antariksha and Dyulok. I think we can stop here, and next we'll continue. And this entire month is Surya Bhagavan's month. And therefore, however you remember Surya Bhagavan, he is so happy, he will grant all our boons, all our wishes. So that's why we say, Grunihi Surya. Surya is highly compassionate, highly brilliant. So, Adhyayana vidmahe, so Sahasra Kiranaya dhimahi tanno Suryaha prachodayat. We say Suryaha prachodayat because Pranaira puryati. On kelsa ಏನಂದ್ರೆ he is never exhausted fellow. And something like the water in the well where there is a good spring. You draw out all water in the well previous evening, morning you give full. ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ ಆ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ. ಈಗ ವೆಲ್ಸೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಇದು. ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ, ದಿ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ where from they get water in their houses. So I remember, but today evening you draw out all water in the well, tomorrow morning you see the water level is same.
Exactly. Truly.
And whole day you can use. That is the great. So pranair apuryate, every day of Surya Bhagavan is a prana. He is a breath. He is a Rishi. He is a part of knowledge. So Brahmajnanam Prathamam means all the knowledge is out from the rays of the Surya Bhagavan. Therefore, the Surya rays are really very, very significant, and all research is done because of Surya Bhagavan. In fact, I have given homework to Boddupalli Raghava, and he has done already 2, 3, 4 things. He has worked on the horses of Surya Bhagavan, on the chariot of Surya Bhagavan. I asked him to prepare the contribution of the rishis towards the solar knowledge. I mean, Surya Bhagavan's knowledge. And because only rishis are there, gods are not there. So rishis are bigger and higher than the gods. Gods only enjoy. Poor workers, clerks are the rishis. The clerical work is done by the rishis, and signature is done by the Paramatma. It's a wonderful divine administration. Om Swasti Sahana Bhavatu Chapandi.
Om Swasti, Om Sahana Bhavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Saha Viryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Krishnarpanamastu. Sri Veda Purushasirvadostu. Om Tatsatu.
So, మీకందరికీ సూర్య భగవానుని అనుగ్రహం కలగని